EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the Jets and the Ravens next on Madden NFL 22.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
36 yards on the punt with no return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Carter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here we go.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff for Carter. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 20 carries, 77 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass. And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly. He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? Off the option, here's Edwards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We got this. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. At the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
From the 29, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They go play action with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Eight yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's got it at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Carter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that one will be accepted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You didn't want that? You didn't want that? You didn't want that?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Now a handoff. Edwards. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Justin Tucker on the field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for 1 without ever even giving up the football. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. From the 41, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Another run on second down with Carter. Gets around him. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Draw play, Carter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 36. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a give to Carter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. An injured player still down, and that's Chris Godwin. So the wide receiver slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the 1st half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the 2nd half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Edwards. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to take this himself. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
The quick feet by Jackson, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
On second down, it's Edwards. Got some real estate inside the 30. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Edwards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
3rd down here. To throw is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They run with Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
95 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And bulldozing his way. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that. And he coughs up the football near his own goal. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Carter to start the drive.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson now.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second down, here's an option right. And some strong running. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Third and 2, here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Completes it to Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly the first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jackson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Ravens, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
Thank you.